Everyone, Selena for Who is Jesus Today. I like to take us a little bit back to Abraham's step, when Abraham walked because God told him to. You know, I was feeling in my heart to stay here longer on this topic in this particular chapter. Let me read the first few verses. Chapter 12, verse 1. Get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you, and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Abraham is receiving this revelation from the Lord. He is making a move in the natural, because it's physical. You have to gather your things up. You have to pack up and leave. And in fact, in verse 4, it says how Abraham departed. Okay? And he departed from Haran. And he was 75 years old. Wow. So don't think that there's going to be just automatic a retirement when the Lord within the kingdom of God, because God can call you very young. He can call you when you're much older. But I would imagine that 75 must have been like maybe 45 or 55 then, you know. But at any rate, he was still a man up in years, the way we see age today. And he took his wife, a Sarah, a Sarai, and also Lot, his brother's son, and their possessions. And there is more to be said about Lot. Now, Abraham was in for a journey. He was in for a journey. Even an experience he would have with his wife, as God had given him the promise of Isaac and her, and she laughed, you know. She wasn't too sure about that, you see. And so he was in for a journey. But did God tell him all of that right away? I mean, we can know from the scriptures there's a sequence that the Lord led him out of what was common and familiar, his home. He certainly was not a juvenile, such as Jeremiah, who says, well, I'm just a child, I'm young, right? You know, like, other words, how could God be calling him out as a prophet of God? He is so young, he's youthful. But that doesn't matter, you see? Nor if you're 75 or 90. And so I want us to make this applicable to our journey. And I know there are some of you who will hear this and have followed me with this, that you yourself can resonate. You have also stepped out more than once, gone into unknown lands, but or territory, maybe a new ministry or something you're called to do. But you see, you don't get all of it at once. You don't get all of the blueprint, information on the blueprint, because God is all knowing. And this has been, for me, a learning journey that, wow, God can share a lot with me, but he won't share all. You know? And so when you think about this, I went to verse 7. Then the Lord appeared to Abraham and said, to your descendants I will give you this land. And there he built an altar to the Lord, who had appeared to him. And I'll stop there, because now we go from the beginning of this chapter. He hears he has to step out in faith. God gives a promise. He gives a promise. I will make you a great nation, and make your descendants, and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you. I will curse those who curse you. This has to open up more, because now he gets to the land. And when he gets to the land, some of you probably have noticed, the Lord let's just say, he tells you to go to Iowa. What's in Iowa? Oh, I don't want to be sent there. No offense to people who were born and raised in Iowa. I'm just, I don't know. I guess when it comes to the United States of America, I think I'm more just familiar now. I know the edges of the country. The edge of the northeast and the edge of the northwest. But I have been in the middle too in my travels. I think I did see North and South Dakota when I was on the train. But we all have a preference of states, or at least we think we do. And sometimes, again, we misjudge something that we have no experience with. But I did hear there's lots of corn in Iowa, so that might be true. So how did I get there? I said Iowa. Okay, of all places. Could have said Wisconsin. So, but just say, he tells you to go to this place or that place. I knew this was my situation in the city of Philadelphia. And boy, did things open up. And even that city led to other things and to other people, which I could share even later if God guides. But now that Abraham is there, he's got his foot on the land. Right. That's right. He's got his foot on the land. So they came to the land of Canaan. Then we go to verse 7. And the Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your descendants I will give this land. I will give this land. And there he built an altar to the Lord. And when the Lord guides us and leads us, he brings us into a territory, a region, to a house, to a person, okay, to a church, wherever it is, okay, and you settle in that place. You put your foot there. Maybe as soon as you put your foot, or when you're more settled, things open up. And so now here we have Abraham. God is letting him know, this land that I have brought you to, I will give you this land. I will give you this land. And so I want to say that. That's how God put it in my heart to share this today, as I just expand on this some more. Stepping out in faith, being supernaturally led, not sure of the outcomes. You're just going out, and then when you get to that place where you are guided and you put your foot there, or you start to reside there, God, he speaks some more. And so this is what I want to encourage us with, because this has been a learning journey for me, is just take the steps that God is telling you to take. And God has been faithful in my life, and I'm sure many of you too, that he opens it up. It tends to open up little by little, because we could not really take all that God has all at once. Right, we couldn't really fathom it. And there are things that it's better that we don't know until later, because God works in us, he transforms us, he prepares us for what's ahead. And so I just want to share that today, chapter 12 of Genesis, when the man of God takes a step of faith. That was the first step, because he couldn't get to the land and get that promise that I would give you this land if he didn't take that step. You see? And so that step is crucial in God. When he says take that step, you take that step. It isn't just about you. Just always keep that in mind. I don't want this channel to be just about, say, my life and my experiences alone. But I wanted to share how God has used me to help others as well. But it's not just about my experience or about me. This channel is about who is Jesus. But it's also more gearing more towards being more global as God opens up those doors and lead. But me starting this channel and taking this step wasn't just about me. I never intended for it to be about my experience or just my experiences also with God, but also about others as well. And that you would be able to attach and to resonate some things that I say to things that you perhaps have experienced as well. Okay, and for you to share it with others. So if you are a church leader, in whatever capacity of life you are in, that what you do receive from this channel from time to time, as God guides you, that you're going to branch it out and you're going to expand on it, and God's going to use you. He's going to use you to carry the torch. And that's the way it is, right? We are used so that others would receive and be used as well. And that's what that's all about. So if you got a step to take out there, you may know, you know who I'm talking to. It's you. Maybe you have even prolonged it, but you know, yeah, I heard God. It's time to move into the unknown, and just like Abraham, trust God, because God promised Abraham the land. And we are a part of that promise today. Yes, we are. So you can like and subscribe. Until next time, Shalom.